Then he leant over and stared up into Hiccup's eyes upside down. "Now tell me a joke," said Toothless. "Whimpering Woden," said Hiccup. "He did it. He really did it." "Tell me a joke," said Toothless again. "What's black and white and red all over?" asked Hiccup. Toothless didn't know. "A sunburnt penguin," replied Hiccup. It was a very, very old joke, but apparently it hadn't made its way to Wild Dragon Cliff. Toothless thought it was hysterically funny. He flew off to catch more fish so he could hear more jokes. It was an enjoyable afternoon. The rain stopped and the sun shone, and Toothless didn't do too badly at all with the hunting. He dropped a few fish at one point, wandered off entirely to chase rabbits on the cliff tops, but when he came back, when Hiccup yelled. Eventually, and by the end of a couple hours, he had caught 6 medium-sized mackerels and a dogfish. All in all, Hiccup was pretty satisfied. After all, he said to Fishlegs, "It's not like I'm expecting him to win a prize for most promising dragon or anything. All I need to show is Toothless is basically under my control and for him to catch a few fish. We'll make fools of ourselves compared to Snoutler and his beastly hunting legend, but at least we'll have passed the initiation." What was more, as Toothless dropped the last mackerel in the heap in front of Hiccup, Fishlegs noticed something sharp and gleaming in the dragon's jaw. "Toothless got his first tooth," said Fishlegs. It seemed like a very good omen. As they staggered home, they passed the old Wrinkly, who had been sitting on the rock watching them for the past couple of hours. "Very impressive," wheezed old Wrinkly, as the boys showed him the fish wrapped up in Hiccup's cloak. "We reckon Hiccup might pass the final initiation test on Thursday," said Fishlegs excitedly. "So you're still worrying about that piddly little test, are you, Hiccup?" asked old Wrinkly. "There are some larger concerns, you know. There's a ginormous storm brewing up, for instance. It should hit us in about 3 days." "Piddly little test," said Fishlegs indignantly. "What do you mean, piddly little test? The Thursday Festival is the biggest event in the year. Everybody who is anybody will be there, and all the hooligans and the meatheads. Plus, this may not seem important to you, but anybody who fails the piddly test gets put into exile, eaten up by cannibals or something equally gruesome. I'm going to call myself Hiccup the Useful, and this dragon Toothful," said Hiccup, beaming. "I thought of it now as I'm really pleased with it. It's solid, dependable, not too flash, and not too much to live up to." This reptile finally got his act together and caught some fish, and Fishlegs pointed out that Toothless was picking his nose with one claw. Incredible though it may seem, Hiccup may pass the test after all. "Oh, and I think it's almost a certainty," said old Wrinkly, looking at Toothless, who was now attempting to cross his eyes and failing down the process. "Almost," repeated Wrinkly thoughtfully, and the boys went home, with Toothless following behind them whining, "Oh, carry me, it's not fair, my wings ache."